Hi there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 scariest movies that you should watch on Netflix.
1. Event Horizon.
If you like your horror with a sci-fi twist, you can't go wrong with Event Horizon. This 1997 film takes place in the year 2047 and follows a crew of astronauts sent on a rescue mission. When they reach the previously missing spaceship, however, they discover mysteries galore, and nightmare-inducing horrors ensue. This film mixes time-twisting sci-fi storytelling with truly shocking body horror to terrific results. Just maybe don't watch it right before bed.
2. Scream 2.
Horror sequels are always hit or miss, but Scream 2 falls squarely into the former category, especially considering expectations. Scream was a bona fide phenomenon, so in following up their meta-story of a slasher obsessed with scary movies, Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson drew inspiration from horror movie franchises themselves. The result is another whip-smart slasher, this time set against the backdrop of college as Neve Campbell's Sidney Prescott is trying to move on from Woodsboro. But the past always has a habit of catching up, and this whodunit has a clever twist that ties directly into the roots of the original film, even if Williamson had to change the killer's identity during production when the top-secret script was leaked online. Fun and scary in equal measure, Scream 2 is a winner.
3. The Ring.
It's easy to forget just how big of a deal The Ring was when it came out in 2002, but the movie was a massive hit. It grossed nearly $250 million at the box office, and earned director Gore Verbinski his next job of taking the helm of a Disney movie called Pirates of the Caribbean. Horror remakes are tough, but this one succeeds wildly thanks to Verbinski's strong handle on tone and tension. The story follows a journalist who investigates a cursed videotape that apparently kills anyone who watches it within 7 days. There's an engaging central mystery and enough atmosphere to make Robert Eggers jealous.
4. The Evil Dead.
A true horror classic, you simply must see the original The Evil Dead. The 1981 film tells the story of a group of college students who visit a remote cabin in the woods and subsequently fall prey to demonic possession. That's it. That's the plot. And the movie is wonderful. The secret sauce that makes The Evil Dead such a pleasure is the low-budget stylings of director Sam Raimi, who gives the camera its own personality and delights in the gory violence that besets the characters. While there is some humor, the true horror comedy tone of the franchise doesn't fully come into play until Evil Dead 2, which is as much a remake of the original as it is a sequel. But in terms of pure cinema history and a prime example of young aspiring filmmakers just doing the dang thing rather than waiting for permission to make a movie, The Evil Dead is a must-see.
5. In the Tall Grass.
Netflix has tapped into the well that is Stephen King in a big way. But with the adaptation of In the Tall Grass, they've also got a handle on the next generation of horror authors with Joe Hill. The premise is simple. Passers-by are called into a vast field of tall grass by people pleading for help, only to be unable to find their way back out again. But since this is a king and son joint, abject horror obviously waits for them among the greenery. In her review of the new Netflix adaptation, our own Haley Fouch called the feature film ambitious, imaginative, and artfully presented, taking King and Hale's contained short and transforming it to a more expansive, sometimes confounding universe of horrors. In the Tall Grass doesn't always work, but when it does, it's compelling and gorgeous, and yet another film on the Netflix roster I wish more people had an opportunity to see in theaters. That's more than enough reason to add it to your watch list today. Thank you for watching. If you have more recommendations, please comment below. Bye.